In this video, we are going to talk about most insane military technologies and vehicles in the world. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. In view of rising tensions in global hotspots, military research and development in the United States is becoming increasingly urgent. The United States will spend about $80 billion this year to develop new weapons, armor, and related equipment, a 5% increase over the previous year. 2017 is expected to see even higher spending levels. Defense contractors, university labs, and small tech startups with enormous ambitions are developing the next generation of weaponry to outgun the competition, while also exploring new discoveries in science and cybersecurity. They are not intended to astound war tech nerds, but rather to protect and defend, and ultimately win. Some work in the air, while others operate on the ground or in water, and yet others work in outer space. They are a reflection of the creativity, curiosity, and dedication of the world's most accomplished engineers and scientists. Here are the most insane military technologies and vehicles in the world. So let's start. Number 10. Phaser. The Personnel Halting and Stimulation Response Rifle, Phaser, which was developed by the United States Department of Defense, is a non-lethal weapon that is intended to disorient and shock attackers rather than killing them. The Phaser is a light-based pistol that has been intended for use by both troops and law enforcement officers in the United States Police. The weapon temporarily blinds adversaries with laser beams that are targeted on them. People who look at the laser lights, which run at alternating wavelengths, are rendered unable to stand, let alone fight, as a result of the disorienting effects of the laser lights. The good news is that the laser light employed in this weapon does not do any permanent damage to the eyesight of anyone who come into contact with it. Number 9. The Cornershot Rifle and AMP, Grenade Launcher. One of the most difficult challenges that soldiers have faced in warfare has always been the inability to see and fire weapons around bends and corners. This is particularly difficult in modern conflict, which frequently takes place in urban environments. However, there is now a weapon in use by US soldiers that allows them to see around corners while also firing from behind them. The weapon, which is known as the Cornershot, is available in two configurations: a semi-automatic pistol and a grenade launcher. The barrel of the weapon may pivot to the left or right thanks to a hinge located in the center of the weapon, while the handle and trigger remain fixed and immobile. A camera is also attached to the weapon, allowing soldiers to see what they are shooting at even when they are around corners of the building. In fact, the Cornershot has proven to be so popular that militaries and police enforcement organizations from 15 different countries are already utilizing it. Number 8. Satellite Melter. What is the most effective method of removing an enemy satellite? It should be melted. Northrop Grumman and Raytheon are working together on a DARPA-funded project to construct a satellite that will be designed to hunt and monitor an adversary's defensive satellite, according to the company. The system, if implemented correctly, will operate on the basis of simple physics, reflecting a sunbeam onto the enemy satellite over the period of several weeks, heating the enemy spacecraft just enough to cause it to fall out of orbit and burn up upon re-entry into the upper stratosphere. It will not appear to be a spectacular strike in the sky. In fact, it won't even be visible from the outside. That's the gist of it. It is a 5-year project with a demo scheduled for 2018 and a launch scheduled for 2021, according to the project's website. Number 7. Extra Stealthy Bomber. Despite the fact that it is merely a concept, the next-generation long-range strike bomber is now in the development phase and will be a multi-billion-dollar, multi-year prize for contractors. It will take many years for the project to be completed. Among those who will benefit are Northrop Grumman and a slew of subcontractors and engineering firms. The objectives are complete stealth, great speed, and the ability to carry a large amount of bomb cargo. The plane will eventually replace the outdated fleet of B-52 bombers, and will serve as a complement to the modest fleet of B-2 stealth bombers currently in service. The airframe of the bomber will be covered with a stealthy skin made of toughened reflecting material that will not only escape radar detection, but will also change colors to mirror the surrounding environment. According to the plan, the plane's color will vary from blue during the day to white during cloud cover and black during the night. Precision guidance will also be available in the bomber, thanks to the use of high military-grade gyroscopes. The gyroscope study is being carried out at Northrop Grumman's laboratory in Salt Lake City, which is partially financed by DARPA. Northrop and Raytheon are collaborating on the skin-related research and development. Number 6. Invisibility from a squid. Current camouflage can conceal soldiers and their vehicles from human sight, but it is nearly worthless against infrared vision technologies, which are becoming increasingly popular. This is something that scientists at the University of California, Irvine want to correct with what they call invisibility patches, which are based on a structural protein that common squid, the ones that are used to make calamari, utilize to alter the color and reflectivity of the skin on their bodies. This protein, known as reflectin, operates at wavelengths that are similar to those used by night vision systems, and this is where its potential lies. Bringing this research to a meaningful military use, on the other hand, may take several years to complete. Number 5. Plasma protection field. Aerospace giant Boeing has submitted a patent application for a technology that would shield vehicles from blast damage by generating plasma fields. An ionized air field is intended to deflect the incoming blast, and this is how it will be accomplished. A projectile such as a rocket-propelled grenade or anti-tank missile cannot be stopped by this system, but current active protection systems, such as the Army's Iron Curtain, have been created to deal with such threats. Keep your vision of a dome emerging around the vehicle, as you might have seen in Star Wars, in check. The Boeing system would only protect in the direction of the approaching explosion. Number 4. Every ship an aircraft carrier. Defense Department ships of a smaller size, such as destroyers and frigates, yearn for the eyes in the sky that carrier groups provide with their armada of planes and helicopters as well as drones. While there are already a large number of small unmanned aerial vehicles in service, the challenge of using them on the water has been the difficulty of launching and retrieving them in rough seas and on small decks. This is changing. With the TERN program, which stands for Tactically Exploited Reconnaissance Node, but which also happens to sound like a seabird, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, hopes to fill that need with an aircraft that can take off and land on its tail. It is propelled into the air by two propellers that rotate in opposite directions. The aircraft then transitions to horizontal flight in order to scan the sky for threats while transmitting video, radar, and other images back to the ship. It reverses the process in order to land. Number 3. Laser cannons, for real. The iconic science fiction weapon is closer than ever to reality. The Navy's testing of its laser weapon system aboard the USS Ponce in the Persian Gulf went swimmingly, and the Navy expects to deploy even larger laser weapons aboard ships to protect them from threats such as small attack boats and drones. Meanwhile, on land, Boeing and the Army are working on a truck-mounted laser that can zap incoming threats such as mortar shells or drones. This program has the catchy name HEL-MD, for High Energy Laser Mobile Demonstrator. Competitor Lockheed Martin is also looking for a piece of the Defense Department's ray gun business with its Athena system. One of the many benefits of lasers is that they can fire repeatedly for minimal cost, just the diesel to power the truck-mounted generator that provides the bursts of energy the laser concentrates downrange. Number 2. Unmanned Submarine Hunter. More and more countries are deploying ultra-quiet submarines that can lurk undetected close to shore. That prospect worries defense officials, who are looking to one of DARPA's larger projects, the Anti-Submarine Warfare Continuous Trail Unmanned Vessel, ACTIV, also known as Sea Hunter. Think of it as a water-based drone that can hunt submarines for months at a time without anyone having to change watches, at least aboard the vessel. Equipped with sonar, radar, and other synthetic vision systems, the ACTIV will be able to move through narrow channels and shipping traffic autonomously. Number 1. Self-steering bullets. Packed with tiny sensors, a .50 caliber bullet under development can change course rapidly in midair, potentially giving even a mediocre shooter sniper-like accuracy, with the ability to hit moving targets with ease. Plus, while the cost of these advanced rounds is still unknown, they are sure to be cheaper than the rocket-propelled missiles whose role they could sometimes fill. DARPA, which is working on the X-Acto project with military contractor Teledyne Technologies and ammunition maker Orbital ATK, is keeping mum on exactly how the bullet changes its flight path. A competing effort from the Department of Energy's Sandia Labs uses a laser to indicate the target while small fins on the bullet, also .50 caliber, steer it in flight. Both programs are still in testing. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.